is absolutely peeing down outside. Hello viewers. Hi there, welcome to Camping Secrets. I'm Marky Mark. Today I want to review this. It's the Decathlon 2 seconds Quechua Easy Tent. And it's called 2 seconds because it is very, very quick to put up, but it doesn't take 2 seconds. It takes probably more like a minute of pegging out and putting up, but even so, it is exceptionally quick, and I want to show you that. I've been using this for about a month now, and for the last week, every night of the week, I've been on holiday in Devon, down to Dartmoor at campsites, and Brixham at a campsite, and I've slept in it every single night. And I'll show you what happened and what my thoughts are on the tent. But first, let's go through a few of the specifications. I have had a few laughs previously because I've said that this 59 centimeter by 20 by 20 centimeter tent, when packed, will fit in a rucksack, and it will. But obviously you're not going to go wild camping with this tent. It's a sort of temporary pop-up tent. It's useful for keeping in the car. If one of you gets too hot, you can go in the tent, or if you want to go to a festival, this thing goes up really quick. It's 4.9 kilograms, and you know, it's not a lightweight tent, but it is fairly compact, and it does go up and down really quick, as I've said. In terms of dimensions, when laid out, it's 145 centimeters wide by 205 centimeters long. So it's a decent size, and it can fit 2 people in it. Height is pretty good, 110 centimeters. They do recommend that you don't use an air mattress thicker than 70 centimeters. But this week I've used a thicker one than that, and I had no problems whatsoever. One other great thing about it is that it's all in one, so it just gets put up and down at the same time. Has an external fly, which is like a polyurethane coated polyester top, and that is pretty waterproof at 2000 millimeters of hydrostatic head, and the base is 5000 millimeters of hydrostatic head. In terms of testing, Decathlon have put this through fairly rigorous waterproofness and windproofness testing. In terms of waterproofing, they put this under a water shower of 200 liters per hour for 3 hours, and it withstood that. I've got some footage of it raining, and I've had no leaks at this point. Decathlon do say it's not a sort of permanent outdoors tent, and they don't recommend it being used for more than 4 weeks per year, but it does come with a 5-year warranty, which I think is great. Decathlon's such a big store, such a big name in the world of outdoor camping gear and sports gear. You're not going to get any problems if something goes wrong with this, and they do keep spare parts in the depot, in the manufacturing facility, so you can buy extra parts if something fails, and they recommend you get it repaired rather than just chuck it away. One other good thing I really like, and you'll see this when we set it up, is that it uses fresh and black tech, and that's Decathlon's way of having a blackout material. So inside you do have an inner, a sort of mesh inner, so you can get great airflow, but it is pitch black inside, and I have slept like a baby. I don't want to preempt anything too much here, but I slept like a baby all week. So without further ado, let's nip down to the campsite in Devon, transport, teleport, whatever you want, and let's get this thing set up, and then we'll come back later to discuss how it went. Let's dig into this. So we're at the Dartmoor Caravan Park just outside Yelverton in Devon. We've got the fresh and black 2 seconds easy from Decathlon. We're going to put it up for you now, me and Alison, and you know, just show you how easy it is to put up, and then we'll talk you through the main features of the tent once it's up, and we can go into it. So hand it over to the main expert. It's effectively got 2 umbrella sections in it, and that's what pops the tent up so easily. But it also adds to the weight. That's why it's 4.9 kilograms. It's really easy to put up. First up, just pin out the four corners. We're actually going to use some existing tent pegs we've got for that, so we can use them easily with the mallet. Whack them in. Oh, that's nice, Stephen. Okay, so the four corners mark out a rectangle, and this is the best part. We have these little poles here that you pull, hold on, and it locks out the umbrella section into the tent. That's literally about a minute's work. Then we have some side pieces which we need to peg out as well. There's a pocket on the side of the bag. These are the tent pegs that come with the tent, just bog standard, cheap aluminium jobbies. These are the kind, when you hit them with a mallet, they always bend out of shape, which is annoying. So it's sometimes better to use more heavy duty ones. That's what we've done here. I recommend maybe buy some better ones than these, but if that's all you've got, that's all you've got. We're going to use this now to peg out the side of the tent. I do like the way Decathlon do this. You've got the little bungee cord here, makes it really easy to connect the peg and just peg it in. There we go. So there are some separate guy ropes that can connect here and on the side. So you can connect guy ropes to these little attachment points on the tent. And there's two more on this side. We have ventilation underneath. It's a very pleasant tent to sleep in. So you can see how quickly that tent went up. So let's just have a look inside. This uses the Fresh and Black technology, and it is pitch black inside once the door is shut. I mean, it is so dark, you get a great night's sleep in here. Sorry, I don't know where the camera is. There are little pockets around. You've got a pocket here at the back, and then one at the other side. A little bit, and then there's this one here. Alison's just putting a lantern up, make it a bit easier. And that's a Decathlon Quechua lantern as well. So I really like the material used in here. It's a 5,000mm hydrostatic head polyurethane floor, which will not let any water through. And then the tent itself is 2,000mm hydrostatic head, which is a bit more likely to leak, but it should still be good. We've used it quite a lot in fairly heavy rain and no leakage so far. In terms of ventilation, I have this little ventilation hole here, which allows air in and right through the top, and on this side as well. So there is an inner door which can zip fully round, and it is two-way zipping, so you can zip how you like it and leave a nice seal there. And then the outer fly can be toggled back here. You can see it's just a case of simply undoing that if you want to zip up for the night, and then zip up the outer layer. to fully close that door. What's great is there is a door on the other side. So you can zip down and get in from both sides. So that is really, really useful as well. So I think for the money, this is a really, really handy tent. Now we're going to blow up a bed to put inside. We're using the mains hookup here. We've split off this 4-way connector.
And that way, soft bit up. Are you putting that in now?
Yeah. So for maximum comfort, we're using a proper inflatable bed here. So one of us is sleeping out here. I'm going to plug in the electricity. We should have power. That is pure luxury. Well, it's 11 PM at night and I am about to sleep in the 2 seconds easy Decathlon tent. And there she is. The whole campsite is asleep right now. It's deathly quiet, so I've got to be careful. I don't want to wake anyone up. Got my coat there, got my water. Let's get in. So first we undo the zip. And we have the 2-way inner, the fly tent, and then I have my little bed in here. So I've got power pack, sleeping bag, light mattress, pillow. Let's get in. So it is night time. I have the lantern on, and this is my little boudoir pocket at the back. No visible air vents, but this mesh lets air through, and there are air vents in the outer fly. Nicely seam sealed zips, and then another pocket over there. Today I've got pillow, sleeping bag, and a nice air-filled mattress, proper bed mattress, because we're car camping. It's approaching midnight now and it is bed. So look, I'm gonna tuck up for the night. It's a fairly warm night. It's about 12 degrees centigrade. And I thought I'd be cold, but it's pretty warm in here. There's cloud overhead. I don't think I'm going to freeze tonight. I've only got a single sort of 10 degree sleeping bag. I think I'll be okay. I'll report back in the morning how I got on. There is rain forecast for the night. I haven't put guy ropes out, so little bug there as well on the light. You know, so if there's rain and wind, I could be in for some trouble, but I'm in a fairly secluded little spot, so hoping that's okay. I will see you guys in the morning. Ta-ta. Well, it is the morning after and I have slept over 10 hours. That was one of the comfiest nights sleeping in a tent I've ever had. Probably because of the full air mattress that I used. This thing is it's at least 10 centimeters thick and very, very comfortable. But
it's obviously no good for wild camping. It uses the mains to pump up. But also a good reason why I slept well is the tent, because it is pitch black. I was warm, I was comfortable, and I slept like a baby. Really, that's all you can ask for. This tent is good, and yes, it's heavy, but it's so easy to put up. It's very easy to sleep in, and it's great just to have in the back of the car as a side tent for whoever needs it. I mean, it's like a spare tent that can be put up really quickly. It's like an instant spare bedroom, and I do like it for that. And I also noticed there's a little washing line up here across the top, but then we can hang the lantern on that. So that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, brilliant. That's embarrassing.
So it's raining today. It's got a nice layout so that any water on here will drop down and not get inside the tent. You have these ventilation sections here. It just beads up and runs off. Even on the roof here, it looks fairly flat, but actually there's a nice chamfer on it and the water just runs down and off. So the tent's been out all night. I'm getting soaked here. It's hilarious. And let's just switch the camera around. Can hear the rain hitting the top of the tent. It does tend to pool a little bit, but then as that water builds up, it rolls off. But there is that flat section. You can see here it's got this little overhang that allows ventilation on both sides of the tent, and the water is coming off nicely. Now I want to go inside the tent and check for leaks. So I'm in the tent now. Let's put the flash on. The great thing about this tent is how dark it is inside with the Fresh and Black technology. It's a real blackout tent. So if I zip up here, you can look along the seams for any sign of water. And as I say, it's been out all night. Absolutely no sign of any dripping. And it has been raining the whole night. Pretty heavy. So it is a cozy space even when it's raining. You do need a lantern. As I say, when all doors are shut, it is really pitch black in here, so you can sleep like a baby, but you do need some form of camping lantern or head torch or something like that to make it, you know, a livable space, because otherwise you'll be blundering around in the dark. It is worth just saying you do get a bit of pooling here depending on how you've pegged it out. So, and the door does open to leave a space when you're climbing in. Also, the zip is upwards from the bottom up, which can be awkward. It might have been nicer to go downwards, I think, but these are small concerns, I think.
Hello. Oh. Snug as a bug.
Is it wet out there?
Well, it was a second ago. It was really
There's
wet.
no water coming in at the moment.
Well, no.
Hello viewers.
I think they've just seen too much.
This is a real camping secret.
No!
might notice that we're at a slightly different campsite now, but I've been using 2 seconds tent all week and been impressed. Now I just want to take it down, show you how quick and easy it is to put back in the case. First off, we'll just take all the pegs out, as you would with any tent. There's 6 to take out. There's 5. There we go. So the tent pegs are out. And then we literally just collapse the tent, and we do that by pressing in this little button here, and there's one on the other side. So quick. It collapses. Do the same here. And inside there's like a little umbrella. Well, 2 of them actually. You just compress them together like this. Bring up the ends. And then just a case of rolling that up. Really easy. Grab the bag. Just open up the cord on the bag. Let's see it. Right size there. Hit it. In the bag, you can just pull the draw cord shut. In she goes. Grab your pegs. We store these in a separate bag, but these ones can go in into this little pocket here. And there you go. So what are my overall thoughts of the Decathlon Quechua 2 seconds easy tent? Well, I've got to say, I've never slept so well in a tent. This week has been fantastic. It was raining some nights, it was cold some nights, and a lot of the time it was really hot. And actually the tent worked really well in all those conditions. I had no leaks, I had great airflow, I like the 2-sided entry of the tent if required. I loved the blackout technology, it was so dark inside. I like the little clothesline where you can put a lamp on top. I like the little pockets. I like the room. For one person it was spacious. I think you could fit 2 in. We didn't test that. One thing I haven't tested is its performance in windy weather, and that's something that I'll probably follow up when I've had the chance. But to be honest, I don't think it's the kind of tent that you really want to take out in really stormy weather. It's more of a temporary tent, occasional tent, a festival tent, and for that I think it's really good. The price, the current price of this is £129.99, and I think it does what you want for that money. I don't think it's too expensive. I really do think it's a keeper, this tent. It works well. It comes with everything you need, and I do like that 5-year warranty that Decathlon have. I mean, tents are their business, camping gear is their business. I know they do sports stuff as well and a lot of other things. This company has been around ages, they're not going to go out of business, so the 5-year warranty is something I think you can trust and believe in and utilize if something goes wrong. Whereas if you get a similar cheap tent from Lidl or Aldi or something, before you know it, they're not selling those things anymore and they may not back anything up. People have said Aldi do a lighter, cheaper version of this, and you know, you sort of pay your money and takes your choice. Maybe that's good. I'll try and get one to test, but at this point I do like the Decathlon. If you're interested in this, please check out the link in the description below, and that'll take you and show you the lowest price of this tent at Decathlon. I'm going to keep using it this year. We got more camping trips planned, and I will be sleeping in this because I like to sleep in the tent at night with good airflow, sometimes with the doors out, and just let the air get through and let me sleep in the hot weather. Overall, yeah, I think it's good. Waterproof, dark, easy to put up, and put down. It is literally a minute and everything's up. And then a similar time to put down and roll away and put in the bag. All fits nicely. Yeah, pretty good job, Decathlon. I do like this tent. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's been of some use to you. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing plenty more videos and reviews over the coming years, so it'd be great to have you part of this channel and watching what we get up to. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Marky Mark. Bye for now.